iOS 14. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Thank you so much for being here. Change of scenery. I'm in my she shed. So this channel is dedicated towards all things home. There's a fly. And when I found out that you could customize your home screen on iOS 14, holy cow, game changer. Customizing my home screen has literally reduced so much anxiety, but also has increased my productivity. And I wanted to share with you exactly how to do it so you can feel this good too. So, all right, let's just get into it. I will have timestamps below for the different sections so you can hop around, skip around to the things that you want to learn about. First things first, let's start with what iOS 14 has really updated. Now you can have an app library. So instead of keeping all of your apps on your home screen on different pages, you can just toss them over to an app library. They're still on your phone, they're not deleted and in the cloud, they are still there, very easily accessible. The app library is all the way to the right. You just kind of scroll through here, your apps are still there, you can search for them, and you can organize them from here as well. And then also on the left, if you swipe right, you can customize this little page over here. There is a Smart Stacks option, which is really great. I don't really need this section because I've already customized what I need on here, so I just left it up for you guys. Smart Stacks is really cool. So app library all the way to the right, you just swipe left to pull it out. There's also a really great feature where you can hide pages. Now if you're going to go in and do a custom app cover, the badges won't show up on your new shortcut basically to that app. So if you did want to keep your mail or your text or your messages or anything that you want to see the badge on, you can put them on a separate page and then hide that page if you so choose. So to do that, you just long press on any blank space on your screen, and then once all the apps start to wiggle, you press on the little dots at the very bottom, uncheck whatever pages you want to be hidden, hit done, and now it is gone. So it's just my two main home pages and my app library to the right. To bring it back up, just long press on the screen again, the little dots again, check the page that you want to be seen again, and then hit done. There's also a really cool back tap feature, so you just tap the back of your phone. If you do it twice, you can set it to do whatever command you want, and then if you tap it 3 times, you can set it to do whatever command you want as well. I'm gonna go to settings, scroll down to accessibility, and then scroll down to touch, then down to back tap. So a double tap, you can set it to any of these commands. So let's just set a double tap to a screenshot, and then a triple tap, I'll set that to mail. So if I double tap, took a screenshot. If I triple tap, it opens up my mail. So exciting, right? Let's get into how to find aesthetically pleasing images and color palettes so you can create your aesthetically pleasing home screen. Pinterest is obviously the place to go. And I went ahead and made an iOS 14 Pinterest board for you that I will have linked down in the description bar below, so you can check that out if you want, and you can copy exactly what I'm doing if you'd like. So what you're gonna wanna do is find a background image that you like, click on it, and on the 3 little dots on the bottom, hit download image, and then that will save it to your camera roll. To change your background image, you just go to settings, scroll down to wallpaper, and then choose a new wallpaper, all photos, and then click the photo that you would like, hit set. And I'm just going to set it on my home screen and not my lock screen. Now to find a color palette, go back into Pinterest. I'm using this Australian Coastal Style Neutral palette, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to download that image. When you're looking for a color palette, make sure you have about 5 to 6 colors to work with, because that will make it look even better. And you can also do like an ombre effect if you want. So this Australian Coastal Neutral palette that I downloaded, the swatches are pretty tiny, so I'm going to show you a hack on how to get a big swatch of that color. So we're going to head over to Instagram and then pretend like we're going to post a new story. Now pull up that picture you just saved from Pinterest. Now click on the little squiggly line where you can write. Then down at the very bottom, hit the eyedropper, and you're going to eyedrop onto each swatch individually. So eyedropper the swatch, and then long press down, and it'll change the background to that color. And now we have a full screen of that color. You're just going to screenshot that, and then you're going to do that for the rest of the colors. For app covers, feel free to be creative. You can use just a plain color swatch, you can use images, or you can use icons. So to create an app cover, we're basically making a shortcut. There is a little bit of a lag time. There's like a 1-second lag time where it's rerouting to the shortcut app to open your actual app. So let me show you. If we're gonna open Pinterest, you see how it kind of opened the shortcut app first, and then I went to Pinterest. I don't mind it. It's literally a split-second lag time, and I will sacrifice waiting a half a second so I can have my home screen be clean. If you're going to be using an image as your app cover, go ahead and do the same thing on Pinterest. Go ahead and go into your photos and then crop that image down, because the icon is a square and it works a little bit better when you have that image already cropped down when you go into shortcuts and you add in your image there. Okay, so let me show you how to clean up your apps and make a shortcut. So I just moved Anthropologie app from my app library back onto the home screen. So what you're gonna wanna do is go into your Shortcuts app, and then in the top right corner, hit the plus sign, and then you're gonna add an action. Down here, you can search for the action you wanna add, and you have to type in Open App, because that is what you're telling the shortcut to do. So click on Open App. You're gonna choose your app, Anthropologie right there, hit Next, type in the name of the app, and hit Done. So now that you have your Anthropologie shortcut, you're going to click on the three little dots in the top right corner, and then hit the three little dots again in the top right corner. From there, you have to hit Add to Home Screen. Once you hit Add to Home Screen, on the left side of where it says Anthropologie, you're going to click that and then hit Choose Photo. Now you're going to take your screenshot that you took from your Instagram story, zoom it out a little bit, hit Choose, and then Add, and then Done, and then Done again. And now you have your old Anthropologie app and then your new shortcut app that will lead to Anthropologie. So if you click on the shortcut, it's just going to reroute to your shortcuts real quick, and then it will take you to the actual app. Now to get Anthropologie, the original app, off of your home screen, just long press on it, hit Remove App, and then move to App Library. So it's still on your phone, it's not deleted, it's not up in the cloud, it's just in your app library to the right. And then you can take this app and move it around wherever you'd like. So I would suggest go in, declutter your home screen, make all of your app covers, send all of the old apps to the app library, and then organize from there. So as you can see on my home screen at the very, very bottom, for phone, Safari, messages, and mail, I have little icons. If you wanted to do an icon, you just open up your shortcuts. We're gonna go to that Anthropologie shortcut we just made, hit the three little dots in the top right corner, three little dots again, and then click on the little kind of like stacked thing on the left of the words Anthropologie, and hit glyph. And on the bottom you have objects, people, and symbols. Then you can choose whatever glyph you would like from there. I just hit a little shopping cart, hit Done, Add to Home Screen, and you can change the color too. So let's just do like a teal, Done, and Done. Okay, Done, and then hit Add to Home Screen, Add, Done, and Done. Now we have three of them on our home screen, but you can just long click on the one you don't want and delete bookmark. And there you go. Now you have a little icon. It's nice to have an icon for the four apps that are on the bottom of the home screen, because the words don't show up. So if you don't do specific photos that you're going to remember what is for phone, messages, mail, whatever, if you have anything down there, it's not, the words underneath it are not going to show up like it does when it's on your actual home screen. So icons are great to kind of differentiate that way. So now the fun part, let's make a widget. You're going to want to download Widgetsmith from the App Store. It's free. There's a little bit of a paid version, but I don't think the paid version is really worth it yet. They might increase what they're doing, but for now you can definitely go by with the free version. So now you want to go through your widgets and create all of your widgets, and then add them onto your home screen. So these are the ones that I have created, and I will show you exactly what I did. So if you wanted to follow along, you're more than welcome. So in order to create a new widget, you just hit add whatever size widget you want. We're going to create a small one right now. And then this is the default widget that comes up. Now there is a regular one that just stays as it is, and there's also a timed one. I'm going to show you how to make a timed one as well. So just hit default widget, and then you can scroll through here and see all of the options that they offer. They offer quite a few. The clock, if you want a calendar, if you want a photo, if you want your upcoming events, reminders, all that kind of stuff. You can also name your widgets so you don't get confused when you're adding them onto your home screen. So for this first one, I just chose the default widget and a photo, and then this is a photo I got off of Pinterest. You just go select photo, choose photo, and then you can choose whatever photo you would like. Sunrise sunset one is the default widget, and you set your location. The font I used is SF Mono, but you can scroll through and choose whatever you'd like. The color tint I did white. The background color I did an 80% gray, and time format setting I just did the system setting. For quote number 2, it's exactly the same as quote number 1. You just choose photo and then upload the quote photo that you'd like. You can go in and write out a quote if you like, but I feel like getting something that's a little bit more designed on Pinterest is nicer. Now to create a timed one. This one is really cool. It might be my favorite. So I'm just gonna go into that small number 5 that we just created, and instead of clicking default widget at the top, I'm gonna go into add a timed widget. Then here you just drag the little hands of the clock around to wherever you want them to be. And then if you wanna add something, you just hit the plus sign, add that in, hit another plus sign, add that in, and I'm pretty sure you can add maybe as many as you'd like, I don't know. So now we have 4 little time blocks. And now to change each of those time blocks, you just click on the default and then scroll down and do whatever you want to do for those. If you want to have pictures, if you want to have quotes, if you want to have the time, if you want to have the sunset, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, so let me show you this one. This has 4 inspirational words that change throughout the day, and I love this. It's a nice little reminder to be centered, be present, enjoy yourself, enjoy life. So this is what I have done, and I've saved all of those inspiration words in the Pinterest folder that I have linked below. Pinterest folder, Pinterest board. So on the second screen is a small widget on the bottom. It's fika. It's a Swedish word for a moment to slow down and appreciate the good things in life. Coffee with friends. Will you be my friends and can we go get coffee? I just have 2 medium widgets. It's basically the same thing. You can do a default or you can do a timed, and then you can scroll through, and it's basically the same thing as the small widget with a few more functions. So my first one is the calendar that I have on my main home screen. I chose this one up in the left with just the big day and the small month. The font is New York, the tint is gray, and the background color is 80%. And for the second one is my to-do list. This coincides with the actual reminders app on your phone. For the list, you can set different lists in your actual reminders app and then choose which ones you want to have there. You can have different pages if you want from different to-do lists from your reminders app. The font, I chose SF Mono. For the tint color, I did gray, and then for the background color, I did pale pink. And if you want to delete a widget, you just swipe left and delete it. You can also do a large widget that is either default or timed. There are less options for the large widget, but I went ahead and made one so you could see how it looks like on the home screen. So in order to add your widget into your home screen, you just long press until all your apps wiggle, hit the plus sign in the top left. You're gonna scroll down until you see Widgetsmith at the very, very bottom. Click on Widgetsmith, add widget. So I just added in a small widget. We're going to add in a medium widget and then hit done. So when you're first adding in your widgets, you're basically just doing like a space block, and then you can go in and choose which widget you'd like from there. To do that, you just long press on the widget, hit edit widget, and then choose which widget you want from there, and then that will change it. Same thing for the small one. Long press, edit widget, and then you can choose whichever one. Now here is where it comes in handy if you actually name your widgets that you're creating, so you know exactly which ones that you are putting on your home screen. Now I'm just going to remove those, and when you remove them from your home screen, they don't remove them from Widgetsmith itself, it just removes it off of your home screen. You can also move apps on top of each other to create a folder, but it'll still keep that kind of aesthetic look. So up here, let me just add Snapchat on top of Twitter. So just go to edit home screen, move Snapchat on top of Twitter, and it'll create a little bookmarks folder. Then when you have all of your widgets on there, you can rearrange your widgets and your apps and do it however you want to do it, because it's so much fun. And then from there, just play. Change up your widgets, change up your app covers, have fun, let it feel good, and I hope this helps you out because this is seriously like a life changer for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have fun, share some screenshots with me over on Instagram. I'd love to see what you guys come up with, and I will see you guys on the next one. Okay, bye.